Topic name is knowledge representation. It is a process of representing information of the real world in form of a computer that understands and can utilize to solve complex problems. Knowledge representation. So this is a diagrammatic view knowledge representation. ਕਿ ਡਾਟਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਡਾਟਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਵਿਜ਼ਡਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ past present and future representation and mapping representation and mapping which is new. Knowledge representation system basically deals with two entity data such as fact that is truth about the real world and representation of facts and these two entity can be best structured in two levels that is knowledge level and symbol level. ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ knowledge level ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ knowledge level at which the facts are described and symbol level representation of object at knowledge level and defined in terms of symbols. So this is the diagrammatic view of forward representation mapping. It includes the fact, internal representation, reasoning operations, backward representation, and all these contents are interrelated and inter-attached to each other. Mapping the which features in the fact representation. For example, example की चीज लिया Spot is a dog. All dogs have tails. Spot has a tail, and it includes initial facts, internal interrupts, forward representation described visually, final facts, and internal representation backward behavior. So a representation in the fact page. And next on the properties of good knowledge representation system. There are four important properties are present. First one is representational adequacy, internal adequacy, and efficiency, acquisition of efficiency. First one की चीज ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ first की चीज ਹੁੰਦੀ है representation adequacy. It is a ability to represent all of the kind of knowledge that are needed for given instances. And in internal adequacy की चीज ਹੁੰਦੀ है it is ability to infer new knowledge. And informational efficiency की चीज है it is ability to direct inversion mechanism in the most direct. So these contents, all the content included in representation. Next analogy, predicate logic in knowledge representation. It is a way of representing real world fact that has artificial intelligence system might need. So it includes some symbol used in preposition logic. These symbols are conjunction, disjunction, negotiation, implementation, and it has some meaning too. So पहले वाली टोपी का मीनिंग ऐड ऊपर भी कर दो और साइड में कर दो नॉट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इफ देन हो गया तो डबल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन दोनों साइड से यूनिवर्सल इक्वेशन फॉर ऑल सो दीज आर सम symbol representations. This is a symbolic representation of the proportional proposition logic used in artificial intelligence. ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ artificial intelligence ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ symbol ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ use ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. Next on the well-informed the real world facts can easily be represented logical propositions called well-formed formula. So कुछ formula है या facts it is raining and this is symbol होगा raining. It is sunny. It is also known as the sun. So all these contents are used in representation of. So next under representing instant and its relationship. It includes the name and branch and also the roll number. Examples of the student. Example student ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ example ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਸੋ ਆ ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਲਗੋਰਿਥਮ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸੋ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਐਂਡ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇੰਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਿੰਬਲਸ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ ਸੋ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਆਂਦਾ ਜੀ properties of the workforce. First one is valid. A WKK is said to be valid if it is true for every interpretations. Second is inconsistent and unsatisfiable. Workforce is said to be inconsistent, unsatisfiable if it is. Third one is invalid. And fourth one is satisfiable and inconsistent. So all this category can be included in this table. A table ਟੇਬਲ ਦੇਖੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਟੇਬਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਨਕਲੂਡ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ next is CNF consecutive normal form normal form ਪਰ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ in the CNF Phoenix and consecutive normal forms. So it is a process of removing extensional custom from a given expression using following steps. At least most quantifier extension is replaced will occur of the variable quantity ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ constant applicable ਆਪਾਂ use ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ second step ਹੈ the same procedure to be followed for extended quantifiers are not preceded by universal so rename variables ਆਪਾਂ use ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ that has some valuable deposit and next one is the resolution it is a powerful inferencing technique used by the system for automated reasoning and extraction of answers from the knowledge. Given two clauses, C1 and C2 with no variable in common if there is literal C1 and C2 which are complement to each other, other than directed injustice in C form which is called resident of C1 and C2. So ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜੀ ਲਿਟਰਲਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ and ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ clause ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ greater than less than ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ include ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ so there are some resolution principles so resolution in predicate logic की चीज ਹੁੰਦੀ है given set of statement ਆਪਾਂ find a statement ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ algorithm use ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ steps ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ convert all the statement of text into causal form negotiate convert the result to causal form third one ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ add it to set of clause and obtain in set 1 next ਹੁੰਦਾ repeat until the construction so ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ set ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ set ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ define ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ and ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ graduating ਹੋ ਗਿਆ happy ਹੋ ਗਿਆ graduating smile next on the knowledge representation using rules फिर मेरी knowledge representation है rules से accordingly की चीज चलती है it is a fact information skill occurred through the experience or education. It can be further classification in two types: declarative knowledge and procedural knowledge. Declarative knowledge produces it represents fact what things are. Procedural knowledge it tells fact and procedure for solving problems. Declarative knowledge it is expressed using propositional logic and predicate logic. And दूसरे पास से procedural logic की चीज हैगी है it is expressed after using a logical program. So ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੋ ਲੋग यूज ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਅਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਦੇ ਆਨਸਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਦੀ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਇਜ਼ prologue ਦੀ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ prologue is a program described as a source of logical assertions each of which is on clause. On clause is a clause which has almost one positive literal as the on clause. Prologue is can they describe a serial of logic presentation. Predicate logic के prologue में difference क्या है the symbols का. Basically जितने भी symbols use करते हैं वे और symbols के which another difference in the area. So these are the kind of symbols that we are using predicate logic and prologue. और difference है जी देख लो. Next on the forward versus backward reasoning. Reasoning to disagree is a process of making conclusions and judgment and from the facts and conditions. Facts and conditions to the leading up on knowledge of the which use knowledge of the which use facts and conditions over it. Next time the rule-based system. Rule-based system has components left hand side and right hand side. These can be considered as subtitles of predicate logic components such as LHS describe the condition. LHS and RHS. LHS teaches India. Describes the condition or situation and RHS describes the conclusion reaction. For example, अगर आप कहिए कि the sky is cloudy, then it will rain. If then it will be which area you will. A rule-based production system has three important parts, and they are like knowledge-based, which consists of set of rules and a working memory. And inference engine. So prologue use syntax and predicate logic to perform symbolic and logical computations such as एक database ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਜੀ ਸੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ queries ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ database की चीज़ है if then ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ if parent xy and parent yz male x ਹੋਊਗਾ ਸੋ female ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ y ਹੋਊਗੀ ਸੋ database ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੈ sister ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ parent ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ male ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ queries ਕੀ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਸੋ grandfather if then advantages की चीज़ है bs theory it is able to drive new rules from existing content with the knowledge base. It is also used for query purposes. Disadvantage की चीज़ है ये है it is inefficient for solving complex arithmetic computations. जिद्दां की हर चीज़ से advantages से disadvantages होंगे knowledge based से भी advantages and disadvantages हैं basically knowledge based study है कि facts they depend करती है facts and figures जो होते हैं अपन assume कर देंगे यार तो symbolic form भी जब यूज करते हैं if the else statement will be produced by any. So वो content which delay. So this is the main diagrammatic structure of forward and backward reasoning. Forward reasoning किया for example monitoring. Backward किया meditation. Forward chaining and forward reasoning. It starts from the start state and proceeds towards states such as backward reasoning is also called the back chaining. It starts from the goal starts proceed towards the start state. For example, prologue आएंगे prologue ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ content ਨੂੰ use ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੀ example ਵੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ resolution use ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. So next time है जी rules for forward and backward reasoning. Two classic rules can be used for both forward and backward reasoning. Forward rule and backward rule. बहुत सारे concept है अभी forward reasoning में. That is, for example, A is equals to 1, B is equals to 2, if A is 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 3. You can assume that conclusion and the aim to B is equal to 4. The question है किसी जड़े या conclusion से जड़ा हो निकलना होगा. Next, forward chaining rule system which is India, which predicate logic is India. It is used in coming data directed problem solving, for example, matching and exhibition of forward reasoning. It is also called hybrid reasoning, used by directional search and propositions. Sometimes obsession aspect of problems are best handled via forward reasoning and other aspects of backward reasoning. It is also called hybrid reasoning. Matching which is the it refers to the matching bet the concurrent state and precondition of the state rule that has most lateral description. Matching is a rule-based system that can be achieved by following problems. First one is indexing matching, second one is matching with variable, third one is complex and appropriate matching, next one is conflict resolutions. Indexing which is it is a process of comparing of each rule, precondition to current state and extracting all the one elements. Matching variables features okay. This is a matching variables. Control knowledge features are here. Knowledge a bond with parts most likely to be to a ghost is called control knowledge. Knowledge about which path most likely to be quickly to a goal. It can be many forms such as knowledge about which state are more preferable than the others, knowledge about which rule to apply given situations, knowledge about the in order in which result goes, knowledge about useful sequencing. सारी knowledge based होती है. ठीक है जी. This all so this all content is about the knowledge base. सारे knowledge base से भी चाहिए हैं. Knowledge base concept. Forward chaining and backward chaining भी ਵਿੱਚ ही आ ਜਾਂਦੀ है. Knowledge base भी आ ਜਾਂਦਾ है. सारे knowledge base content है. ये knowledge or the logical contents. So ਪ੍ਰੈਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਲੌਜਿਕ ਵੀ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ this content is all for the logical facts। so the notes ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ send ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ। क्लासिफिकेशन फॉर्म हो गया, पीएनएफ हो गई, वीडियो का सारा कुछ नॉर्मलाइजेशन इंक्लूड हो जाती है। सारे क्लॉज विच